Hi, I'm Diana Estrada with Silicon Valley Latino Online Magazine, and I am here with Terhilda Garrido. Very welcome to the show.
Thank you for inviting me. Happy to be here, and feel free to call me Terhilda.
Terhilda, thank you very much. And Terhilda, tell us a little bit about yourself and what company you work with.
Sure. I am Vice President for Health Information Technology, Transformation, and Analytics at Kaiser Permanente at the national level. What that means is I run a small consulting group that does both innovation, strategic innovation, to help improve the care for our patients and our physicians and nurses, to help make their jobs easier, as well as a lot of analysis to understand what the impact of those changes have been.
Excellent. So, given we are here in Silicon Valley, I met this young gal and she was telling me that she is new and she's a new engineer and just started a career. And she was just talking about how she's the only female and there's all these men, and maybe some of you relate. And she was just feeling something like, kind of like having some self-doubts. And, you know, when you go down that road, what would you offer a woman like her, and then also women who are considering and they have this talent, but they all these fears that show up.
Right. So there aren't a lot of role models for us, I have to admit. I myself have an engineering degree from Princeton and a master's in biostatistics from Cal. So I have a background in the engineering and the quantitative sciences. And needless to say, as a woman, as a Latina, I was there weren't a lot of us in those classes, in those programs. And as I was going through my career, not a lot of us in those areas either. So I think what has helped me overcome, has helped me succeed, and what I've focused on is really the work itself. And once you show, you may be the only pick X, Y, Z, whatever. You may feel like the odd man out, so to speak. But if you focus on the work, your contribution to that work, and or listen carefully and learn quickly enough to make that contribution, quickly those labels fall away. Especially when you're working with good people, right? Those labels start to fall away and you become Terhilda. And she does this wonderful statistical analysis, and she can give us insight, and let's give it to her because she's done it before and she can do it again. And you build credibility, which is really important with that kind of group. And then your career can take off from that. So it will feel odd, but then again, as a Latina, as a woman, we are used to being the odd duck in the group. So it shouldn't be different. It shouldn't feel that much different. Or going through anything the first time will be scary, almost by definition. And I think many of us stand on a ledge and you look over and you think, I don't know if I can do this. And taking one more step, just one more step, because frankly, if you're not feeling that adrenaline rush, if you're not getting to the point where you're trying something new and scary, you're not progressing. And so getting comfortable with being uncomfortable, as you were saying, getting comfortable with that point at the ledge will mean that you are understanding what it means to take the next step. If you stay where you are, where you're comfortable, that's where you're going to stay.
What would you say would be some of the soft skills that are critical to success?
Listening. I think we talked about that today as well. I think listening deeply, not only to the person in front of you, but also to the organization and what the needs are. I think actually we have advantages being bicultural because we've had to bridge different cultures, understand the implicit values underneath, and become more conscious about those. That I find that I can listen in a way that other people may not be able to notice subtlety and nuance. And when you hear what people need, where they want to go, you have a power to be able to respond, to react, to learn, to move forward, to address those needs, and you become a very powerful person on a team. The other thing that I would say is the act of learning. So there are hard skills, as you were saying,
but always being curious, asking the next question, why, and being open to learning not only the technical skills that might be necessary, but also about yourself and what is going to help you succeed. Because we all go on a journey. None of the people that were on the stage were like that coming out of school. There are techniques to learn how to communicate, how to address issues, how to address conflict. All of those are things that you learn over time. So again, being open to looking at yourself as well as learning about new skills.
So thank you very much, Terhilda. It was a pleasure to have you here on our magazine, and we look forward to hearing more from you.
Pleasure was mine.
Thank you.